You work hard every single day, even after sacrificing sleep, comfort, and your free time. What if success wasn't about doing more, but becoming someone stronger mentally? In this video, I'll share 6 powerful truths backed by psychology and real-world success patterns that will completely change how you approach success forever. Research shows that most people quit right before they're about to improve because they misunderstand what success actually requires. I discovered this after studying high performers, entrepreneurs, athletes, and creators who quietly built extraordinary lives while everyone else focused only on motivation. The problem is, most people think success demands talent, luck, or perfect timing. But that's not true. Success demands something much deeper, something most people avoid. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what success truly asks from you, and how to build the mindset that separates dreamers from achievers. Let's dive in. Now, here's where it gets interesting. Success usually feels boring before it feels exciting. Most people expect instant results. They work hard for a week, maybe 2, and when nothing changes, they quit. But real success demands consistency during the invisible phase, the period where your effort shows no visible reward. Research from University College London found that habits are built through repetition, not motivation. This works because your brain strengthens neural pathways every time you repeat an action. Think of it like pushing a heavy car. At first, it barely moves, but slowly, momentum builds. Stop measuring daily results. Measure repeated actions instead. Second, create a tiny non-negotiable habit, something so small you can't fail. Your brain loves visible progress. Fourth, expect boredom. That's the hidden price of mastery. For instance, instead of saying, "I'll work out for 2 hours," try, "I'll exercise for 10 minutes every day." Small actions repeated consistently beat intense bursts, followed by burnout. But wait, there's more to this, because consistency alone isn't enough. Most people don't know this, but your emotions can quietly destroy your future. Success demands emotional discipline, especially during frustration, rejection, and uncertainty. The truth is, life won't always feel fair. Sometimes you'll work hard and still lose. Research from Stanford University found that emotional regulation is one of the strongest predictors of long-term achievement. This works because your brain performs better when stress doesn't control your decisions. When emotions take over, logic disappears. So how do you build emotional control? First, pause before reacting. Even 10 seconds matters. Second, separate feelings from facts. Feeling like a failure doesn't mean you are one. Third, avoid making decisions during emotional highs or lows. Fourth, train calmness daily through silence, journaling, or deep breathing. Imagine getting rejected from a job or business opportunity. Most people emotionally collapse, but successful people ask one question: what can this teach me? Now, you might be thinking, but how do I stay motivated when things keep going wrong? There's a scientific reason for this, and it's fascinating. This brings me to the next secret. Here's the harsh reality nobody talks about. Comfort and growth rarely live together. Success demands discomfort. Not once, repeatedly. Your brain is designed to protect you from uncertainty. That's why difficult things feel scary. But research in psychology shows that growth happens when you repeatedly expose yourself to controlled discomfort. It's called stress adaptation. Think of it like building muscle. Resistance creates strength. First, intentionally do one difficult thing every day. Second, stop avoiding uncomfortable conversations. Third, learn to tolerate temporary embarrassment. Fourth, replace "this is hard" with "this is training me." For example, instead of avoiding public speaking because you feel nervous, practice anyway, even if your voice shakes. Confidence isn't built before action, it's built through action. Thousands of successful people quietly trained themselves to handle discomfort, while others stayed safe. And that changes everything. But that's not all. because there's another hidden demand most people ignore completely. This next one is crucial. Success almost always takes longer than your emotions can tolerate. We live in a world addicted to speed, fast likes, fast money, fast results. But meaningful success works differently. Most breakthroughs happen after long periods of invisible effort. Research on delayed gratification, including the famous marshmallow experiment, showed that people who could wait for bigger rewards often achieved better life outcomes later. Why? Because patience protects long-term thinking. First, stop comparing your timeline to other people online. Second, focus on direction instead of speed. Third, celebrate small progress weekly. Fourth, remember that slow progress is still progress. For instance, if you're building a YouTube channel, don't obsess over viral views immediately. Focus on improving one video at a time. Every upload is practice. Every mistake is data. And listen carefully, the people who win aren't always the smartest. Often, they're just the ones who stayed long enough. You've already watched this far, so let me share something even more powerful. Most people want success, but very few want the sacrifices attached to it. Every meaningful goal costs something: time, energy, sleep, entertainment, convenience. You cannot build an extraordinary future while protecting every comfort in your present. This works because focus requires elimination. Your brain has limited attention. Every distraction steals energy from what matters most. First, identify what wastes most of your time. Second, replace passive entertainment with intentional growth. Third, protect your focus like it's money. Fourth, understand that saying yes to your dream means saying no to many distractions. For example, instead of spending 5 hours scrolling social media every night, invest 1 hour learning a valuable skill. One decision repeated daily changes your entire future. Now, this doesn't mean destroying your happiness. It means choosing temporary sacrifice for permanent improvement. But wait, there's one final demand of success that ties everything together. Here's the biggest truth of all. Successful people take ownership of their lives. They stop blaming their parents, the economy, bad luck, or circumstances. Even when life is unfair, and sometimes it truly is, they focus on what they can control. Psychologists call this having an internal locus of control. Research shows people who believe their actions matter are far more likely to succeed because they take initiative instead of waiting to be rescued. First, stop making excuses, even small ones. Second, ask, what could I have done better after every failure? Third, focus your energy only on controllable actions. Fourth, understand that accountability creates freedom. Think of it like driving a car. If you blame the road for everything, you'll never learn to steer better. Responsibility puts your hands back on the wheel. And honestly, this is where most people fall behind. They wait for motivation. They wait for perfect timing. They wait for life to become easier. Successful people don't wait. They adapt. Let's quickly review what we covered today. Stay consistent through invisible progress. Control your emotions under pressure. Get comfortable being uncomfortable. Develop patience for long-term growth. Accept the sacrifices required. Take full responsibility for your life. Here's the truth most people never realize. Success isn't demanding because the universe wants to punish you. It's demanding because transformation requires change. And change requires discipline. You already have more potential than you think. The only difference between where you are now and where you want to be is the actions you repeat every single day. Don't wait until regret becomes heavier than effort. Start with one small step today. Maybe it's waking up earlier. Maybe it's learning a new skill. Maybe it's finally staying consistent for longer than a week. I promise you, 1 year from now, you'll either thank yourself or wish you had started sooner. If you found this helpful, hit that like button and subscribe for more self-improvement videos designed to transform your mindset and habits. Drop a comment telling me which of these success demands is hardest for you right now. And if you want to learn how highly disciplined people stay motivated, even on bad days, check out this video next. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.